We've had that in the past. Not only that, there was this one time where Liquid could only make, they had like a 4% chance and they could only make it through one scenario and it happened.
Look,
okay.
You know what did not happen? The double duelist for Apeks.
We didn't say, but look how awkward the composition is. My gut says I don't like it at all, but it's very strange. Cypher Deadlock KO, no recon.
No recon. I am confusion. Meaning
I need your help. I am so confused. Like TFT is like a theme.
You said wonky comp.
We said
they heard you and they're just going the wonkiest they can.
We asked for surprises and weird stuff. My gut doesn't like it, but the fact that it's so weird means that they did answer my
So yeah, the question is, are you willing to go back on your previous statement and say, I no longer want
If this KO was a recon agent, I'd like it because Deadlock Cypher is a bit wonky.
Yeah,
KO, we have to really see what is the value of this KO on this map and in this competition.
Do you think that this might be just against the double duelist? Because you have Multi, who can do what Sadak was doing to them a little bit if they go extra aggressive. But I just don't.
I don't think it worked. I think the double duelist does quite well into this competition. I think it could dive past the Sentinel agent quite easily.
Yeah, but you.
The retakes from Apeks are going to be kind of rubbish. Like the double duelist will get onto the site and then have a fine post plant because Apeks don't have a good retake.
Retakes are going to be.
If any.
But that's very important then. If retakes are going to be almost impossible, look, Apeks needs to make sure that Carmine Core does not get the spike down.
Well, it sounds hotly debated. Casters, Pansy, Highbach, how do you feel about these compositions in this upcoming map?
You shouldn't ask those questions. Shouldn't.
No, we are not a beacon of positivity over here.
No, but you know what? I'm ready to be wrong. I'm ready.
I'm so ready to be wrong.
I'm ready to be wrong, please.
But there's so many other options.
Why
are we here like this?
I can't even theory-craft it out.
No,
that's the thing.
Hate the KO.
Yeah.
I'd rather see a Vice or a Viper for Ollie, to be honest. If we're going to play the double pseudo sentinel, anti-double duelist sort of thing, I'm not sure which one I hate more, the Cypher or the KO, to be quite honest with you.
No, but we are filled with joy as now we find out, round by round, all the rounds, all the maps. Let's see how it looks, because again, this is, it's got us scratching our heads. Even the AD, the analyst desk, not liking it, but again, we are willing to be wrong. If there is method to the madness, I'm here to learn. As it stands, we look at KC really with all the tools needed to handle this.
I mean, a player like Molesy can be frag heavy, so whether or not it's just to allow him to be a little more self-sufficient and there's going to be a passive approach elsewhere. Proof is in the pudding, unfortunately. Molesy, though, commits to the full clip. We'll find Elite. So early advantage here ahead of the plant coming through.
We can't stress enough how important these defensive side rounds are, though. And we were discussing the retake scenarios and how tricky that may be, but if you're just hitting a couple of shots, I guess it's going to work out. That is lovely.
Doesn't connect, well, fully onto Sugetsu, but damage done.
Looking at Aves, though. Sheriff's still here, but they've already crept site. You're looking at the player who's going to slip the net. Nice shot, though. Aves doing wonders here. Finally handled, and it's Sadak, last man alive. That was critical. Apeks need these defensive side rounds if they want a shot in this game.
They're doing a pistol, certainly. The way they want to kick things off here on Lotus. Again, outside of that, seeing the deadlock is whether or not we've many traps set up here between Penny and Batu.
Yep.
Probably more where our focus goes to. Almost on a hope and a prayer, committing every shot available. Crucial kills from Ollie as well. On the way back in.
Look, you got to keep this up. One's good. Let's see this now continue. They can't let their foot off the gas. You're bringing this sort of comp. You've got to see it.
I mean, as well for early rounds as well for KC, you probably just want to see them, see what knives Molesy's throwing, some of the setups here between Batu and Ollie. And again, if there's, that's beautiful. If there's any variation to some of these setups, that's where Apeks can really gain the upper hand. But I'm with you to make this comp work and flourish on the attacking side. You don't want to see a massive deficit here for sure. Big clash here from Avova. Well, was a big clash.
I thought it was a fight forward or back away, and he somewhere sat in the middle and he got caught off. Yeah, I don't know what the game plan was. Now there's across the site potential. That's a lot of players trying to just have a brawl, and Moldy has done well here to save them, at least for now. It's costly at best, and at worst, it's a loss. A 1v2. Horn has to give away position. Penny now. Noted. Spike is in the hands of Sugetsu, and look at his pathing right now. He's in a wander. He's off and about. 22 HP though, it's low.
30 seconds left.
Sadak will find an upgrade, a Bulldog in hand now. Penny's just got to wait this out. Again, it's 52 HP between the two KC. Penny might even, no, I was going to say, if it did continue moving there, might catch a step, but we'll get the confirmation here off the plant. Still a little disconnected. And neither player committing towards site. Basically expecting him to maybe come through B.
There's a smoke back up for Sugetsu. I mean, Sadak's got his haunt, but they are so far off this. Really, step by step in. The time's looking real low. They're in the caution. I quite like they've sat passive here, but I mean, you got to go for this. Penny now. Sadak just has to play off the horn. That's all he's got to do. This looks like a round win, and what an absolute fumble from Apeks here. Not good enough for me. Not good enough at all. KC, minimal brought in, and a pay safe card Thrifty in the second round.
Second time in this series as well, we've seen weird exchanges now and a fumble on round 2 on both sides of the coin. But this, I mean, as soon as you see on the X-ray here that 3 members of KC are just charging onto site.
One enemy remaining.
Again, you almost want to say, Molsey gets 2 from that scenario, can't pin this on him. Again, just back up, play a little safer here, and see, non-Viper comps, 47.6 win rate against Viper comps on Lotus. Certainly the anomaly here as well, considering the compositions on both sides. Early exchange, Penny trying to make this Guardian work.
And Sugetsu just swings it. Swings it well. The Warden there too. And it's looking clear-cut this round. They brawled their way in, willing to fight it out. Also trying to keep his head down, but I think he's going to be checked on pretty quick. He is. Does get 1 for his troubles, but by this point, KC flipping the script in round 2 is going to be rewarded here in round 3.
Towards the plant just yet. Orb retrieval. Probably going to see Martin the one to plant yet. Sadak trying to bait it out with the barrel here. To Sheriff and a light shield. Can he do any damage?
No escape.
Now spotted so early on, he's probably not going to commit towards this, but I don't want to see anybody from KC drop here. 4 rifles would be huge to get the ball rolling here.
Stability, this game does feel like it's going to be one of those of some very weird rounds, give and take. Obviously KC plant their feet.
Martin was hanging around just to maybe get 1 more kill. He's 2 away from the ultimate after the plant, so...
Don't blame him for that. Had his way out as well, so...
Martin's still fine there, actually.
Yeah, lovely for him. That's really big work, actually. Nice early build. And again, Apeks probably going to be kicking themselves about that second round still.
It's going to sting, certainly now if KC can string together another. Nice clean up from KC. Nice! Walk into the stack again, Sugetsu just finding the first 2 on the way past Mound. Certainly makes that easier.
This is when the big test starts, isn't it? Right, we're starting to get into the buy rounds here. Rifles coming out. Let's see how this looks. KC very early off the rip. So towards Mound. 3-1-1 setup. Holding that default. Ollie! I think they were stunned. He committed to this. A bold play and it's rewarded. Confidence sky high out of nowhere.
Beautifully done. Again, commitment behind it as well. Don't just dip their toes, find the first. They really follow through on that. So Sadak and Elite now. A 2v5. Apeks happy to sit back now, Lauren.
I still can't get over that refight on Mound. I think KC even being called off by it, just simply not expecting someone to fully commit behind it. Sadak and Elite. Away presence. Fowler going to connect with backside, but Avova shouldn't stick around too far. He needs to wait for that support through waterfall, which he will get. KC carving out just a little space here, but it's going to need a big amount of kills to come through from one of these players, be it Elite,
30 seconds
be it
left.
Sadak. Not going to be easy with that happening too. Having to take a seat, and it's a horrible feeling. Sadak not going to have it. 5 standing for Apeks. Massive turn of events for them. And again, I just want to watch that beginning. The balls on Ollie's area to go for that. To swing back out, fully commit to it. He's not got the way out of there. He is there for the fight. An in-zone flawless. That was absolutely wild. Here it is again, I can imagine. This was support coming through. Paranoia is good, but again, that commitment on this, right?
Like I said, he's wide swinging out and said was a chance for KC to maybe flip that, find a response, but doesn't happen.
And look, if this is Ollie looking super comfortable, this is his agent that he feels best on, or whatever it is. It's not coming to mind like that, but hey, if we see him like with that massive upswing in form, cool.
Sure, if your cycle's leading from the front,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see it.
Whoa, 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 deep flash,
Hey.
big push. And Penny's had an absolute tear of a start as well. Apeks, they are willing to fight. There is no respect being given. You've got to fight for every bit of space here. Again, that deep flash coming through from the KO. I don't love KO, but that was well used.
This is exactly the sort of round I was talking about. KC have a few of these to maybe figure out some of the setups, but if Apeks have refined their playbook and have some of these, well, I guess diversity and variety to these set pieces,
There.
how many rounds can they garner on the back of them?
I like this. I like this from Apeks. Didn't love the comp, but if you're going to do it, use it with intent, which is what we're seeing now. Batu still over towards the side. There's that combo we were waiting for as well. That could be pretty nice. Yeah, Martin, couldn't get away in the end from the bullets that came out from Penny. But it denied this B approach. The knife, I think, will at least find one, but a quick pivot. Still towards the eyes of Avova, who can catch the cross. Doesn't need to overstay his welcome, just keeping security over here. There's already rotations now coming in.
There's one away from the showstopper. There's Elite with the spike here, so
left.
going to need a kill. Chavez wants to invest any further. Doesn't get it off of over either. Again, bring them forward. Chavez actually pulls the trigger. We'll find it. Now in a 1v2. Plenty healthy off the regen as well.
10 seconds
He
left.
wants that time on his side. Knife here. Yeah, it shows him. But it doesn't matter because it's an isolated fight. Avova creeping closer from CT. And again, if you're Aves, you're starting to feel like you got a ball. And no! Fully committed, imagining it was waterfall, seeing him walking up that way. We saw Moles's pathing slow and steady through CT. And I thought that was won and lost by finding Avova for free almost
Absolutely,
there.
yeah, but Molesy toying with expectations. Catching Aves completely off guard.
There's that deep flash and the swing. Push into the smoke from Penny. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, to get to he sees just before.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. Leeds had a bit of a moment there too. Yeah, his first couple of kills didn't even get on the board, but he starts the ball rolling. Good chance for them. Malt's coming through though, on the other side now. Molesies, you have Pennies and Ollie's there as well if required, but of course you're seeing it. Similar scenes on both sides. Somewhat respect this util coming out early on between Penny and of course Batu. They are re-glancing towards this A side, but it's Molesy receiving the pressure here, at least to start with.
We have some ultimates to invest for KC. So for Apeks, only really missing the TP.
It looks like KC don't know quite where they want to finish on this one yet. Still
Yeah,
looking for chances.
These early rounds causing issues so far. And actually, just off a post-it, and it's Penny to come out looking worse off that.
Did get info, I guess, seeing kind of two players scrambling. I don't know if he noted the third.
Yeah, don't want to see them over-rotate on the back
Here comes
of
that same look, though. That high flash into the swing straight through. This looks like the same sort of thing, right? And it's worked so well again. I mean, Sadak's lucky to get away with that.
Wait, was that a weird delay on the flash there? Still looked like Sadak was blinded.
Did Martin this time has the shorty ready. Moldy getting cooked on that. Avova now trying to dodge the player split. He hears nothing, and they're already on the site. Well handled by KC in the end. That looked like it was getting dangerous. Penny already tagged up from earlier, get put down by Martin. It's Batu last man alive.
Brave. Nothing there.
It's not a lineup I want to see replicated. Maybe just a fat finger. Won't have that ultimate going forwards. In case you were wondering.
Yes. I do believe once they are used,
Over
they
there.
are gone. Tier 1 analyst, by the way.
Speak very delicately about utility this series, so I'm staying in my lane. But 3-3.
I've learned my lesson.
3-3, 4 standing here for KC. And yeah, I was curious. It looked like Sadak was still. That's why I was wondering if there was a second flash come over here. It was. Okay. The first comes over. You see.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So
Fully
he was
blind on
fully
that.
blind.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was maybe just an animation being still visible from observer
planted.
POV, but
Pull them to their grave.
Thanks for that.
I misclick.
so it was a misclick. Curious.
It wasn't intentional.
I'll find you.
Good news there.
I didn't know for sure.
No, but thank you for letting us know. Okay, back to business.
And how KC want to approach this engagement outside C, because that's been the focal point for Apeks. Haven't really seen much of a greeting on the other side towards Rubble, towards that half-wall position.
Bring them down.
Where's that?
Now you see KC trying to find entry towards B. A trade out.
Oh!
Penny, he's doubled down though.
I like that.
Can't you?
Just flinging them up in the air. Actually does get what he needs, but it is still a 3v3. You've got the ults here as well for Apeks if they need. Well, I say ults. All these is relatively useful in this because you might just see them pivoting towards C, and Avova locks in.
Spike
That's what you
down,
needed.
C.
Paranoid is still here as well. Needs to stagger them, he can. Actually still disconnected from the rest, but that's fine. Keep security on the rest of the map. B-side could prove a problem. Now spike in hand, he's just waiting in case they take that long road.
30 seconds left.
To get to decides to TP across. There's no real chance of him TPing into tree to clear this position of Batu, but will allow safe passage towards B. Commitment to plant. Well, actually, just drop off there, but maybe trying to bait out a peek initially.
On the deep angle here. Yeah, didn't
Dealt
expect him to be that deep in the corner, but very well done by Elite to be able to isolate the fight, and now he can focus on the other two. Now, they may not know about Ollie as much, but he did invest that ult early, so they may have a decent idea. And the individual swinging didn't line up so well as KC. Take back the lead here.
Beautiful flip on this round here from Sugetsu and Elite. There's not many options in this situation. Said there was still some utility littered across the map, but crucial kill here from Elite, and
One enemy remaining.
so almost caught short here with the reload, but one round ahead, KC. And will force Apeks back down to a lesser purchase here.
Where are
Guardian in hand for Penny.
Reefs around it as well. Elite in a nice spot. Nice for him. Go farming. Yeah, not gonna happen twice, Penny.
I was just mentioning in the previous, there wasn't actually any presence shown by KC, with a few times where Apeks have gone exploring outside A. Some round Elite establishing control.
one enemy remaining?
Hello.
Yeah.
Just Ollie left.
Ollie. That's 5.
Well, again, probably one of the best anti-ecos we've seen from KC, to be honest with you.
Good to see a bit of control.
The duality of KC.
Please, just a couple more of those and I'm happy.
We'll actually force out a timeout here from Apeks, because like I said,
Enemy remaining.
the objective has to be a successful defensive half here.
3 in a row for KC is not what they want to be seeing. 6, 7, and 8.
Also up against the ropes in terms of the purchase. So, yeah, actually with Ollie, have a decent cushion, but maybe the light shield's going to allow a purchase, albeit something in the next, regardless of outcome. Ultimates-wise, Arvez, Martin, Elite, all 2 away respectively. Have the TP still for Sugetsu, but I think KC probably feel as if they've got a decent grip on how Apeks have tried to approach some of this proactivity.
Yeah, and I feel like this when I look at Apeks to the varying degrees in which they can now layer onto this, right? Because again, those flashes and the pushes through, it worked, I guess, once and a half.
Sure, but outside of some of these set pieces, the mid-round probably slipping through their fingers a few times.
Starting to see it. So here comes the question of depth, right? It was good enough for a little bit of a back and forth early on. Now, how does it sit? It's a 4-1. You're just going to have that deep flash again that goes past it and you take the...
Now, I don't want to see KC up on these deep angles early. Have they learnt their lesson?
Well, I hope so. It's that same, well, similar smoke, but not too many surprises in this. Now, I need to see them do really diligent work. Even just dealing with that Prowler so
this
early on
confirmation
should
be enough for KC, yeah.
No silliness, no silly business.
So the benefit being of having a second Sentinel, you can really stack 4 members up like this. Deep flash comes through. Penny all the way almost into spawn here, but revealed. Gotta tuck his tail.
One suppressed.
We haven't seen them really approach this ace like all that often. We haven't seen them have to go towards it.
Not as the pistol, really.
No, so first real challenge on it. And we do see the Cypher set up over here. Atu as well, not too far away. Set up still towards C, but you're now starting to see these players heading on through. So this is fairly indicative of presence. Obviously the camera confirming that with a quick little glance. Ansinn.
Cage triggered.
They're down to 45 there. Unconfirmed.
30
These
seconds
retakes
left.
are going to be problematic. They don't have much to lead their way in. Knife just coming back into cycle for Molzy.
Yeah, no paranoia. Only 1 flash. It's going to be on the back of Molzy's ultimate, potentially.
High flash has done really
fantastic.
well. I mean, occasionally you see these glimpses of synergy and it's just stunning. Good trades though. 3v2, Sadak and Elite. What can you do with this one? Just down to Elite now. Obviously not looking particularly recoverable at this point, so Elite giving a 1v2 essentially. Does he find the timing? Penny can't really get it done.
Trying to bait.
Yeah, and there it is. Penny gonna find Elite. Fuse comes in, and look, I've been questioning these retakes. They're doing all right.
Between Batu, Avova, and Molzy, this re-clearance onto Heaven was fantastic.
It was really nice. You can see it there, the high flash, swing off, cool, clear close. You know that you've got the next steps forward. Very well done.
Yep, and they're in position to stack up here for the trades. And although it might look a little messy, this is Apeks winning out early on in the retake as soon as it gets started.
Looking at the ults now on the other side, Arvez going to have his. Sugetsu, and 1 off for Martin and Elite. So a couple knocking on the door here.
It's almost room to breathe now for Apeks in terms of the finances too. KC, look at the credits on the side of KC actually, behind this purchase.
Yeah.
Very healthy for the... It's the home stretch of this first half. And still 1 round to the good, don't forget.
Cage triggered.
They're so willing to go back towards A afterwards. A very, very tricky round here. And Ollie showing off a little. Nice work on the second. Tried to take the space on the site, but unable to get any further or find safety.
That trip was dealt with previously with the Prowler and the clone, so this time around Ollie's there in a position to capitalize off it. KC looking to go on the hunt here.
Trying to get active. Getsu still around. The setup for the same high flash. It looks like KC want to be disruptive. It's a really good idea. Fighting back on towards stairs. They've learned their lesson from before. Flavoured, but it's got it. Penny posts that from afar as Sadak now left in the 1v3. Not easy at all. Apeks again finding results.
3 successful retakes, I think pistol inclusive here on the A site. So really great stuff from Apeks. Certainly
Love it.
well drilled in that regard. KC unable to stick the landing. Even here with a different approach. Actually, was it the same trip as the previous? I thought it was diagonal in the previous, maybe, but...
Yeah, I can't quite remember. I know that the clone came in for one of them, but I can't quite place it.
Like I said, I mean, with a Razor, Yoru, and a Fade, these trips shouldn't necessarily be catching. I've got certainly not amounting to 2.
I'll find you.
Again, variety on the setup. Again, we've seen that the trips change over towards more towards stairs now. Starting to see them try and flex a little. It looks like they want to try and handle this C site. And Martin, does he have a shorty this time? Does he even commit to it now? I think just clearing through sight.
Wide open sight here,
Yep, done his job. Ooh, cops a lot of damage, unconfirmed, but still decent amount. No stopper coming in. Alves trying to take some space. Wow, quick shot.
Still got the connection onto Batu.
It's still got Batu?
And took Penny to half HP as well.
That's wild. I thought it was basically done. I thought that had no value, but Pacey got to wake up here. Almost caught backpedaling towards the C site. Alt investment comes in. Big info. Ollie, the one sitting unaffected thus far. High flash in, time to go, commitment, got to be seen. Spots one down towards the water side. Ollie's got it. Couldn't quite get the swing towards Sugetsu. But Apeks still making this hurt. It's once again Sadak in a 1v2. Smokes up, smokes in play. Spam is close, but not close enough. Diffuse in, and Apeks pouring into this game.
Show me the kill onto Batu, because the kill marker's behind that box. It was behind this box up in spawn. So Penny's up top here. Yeah, look at where Batu is.
Throwing net. One enemy.
So I'll get John right on the phone. We need to have a chat.
One enemy.
What's happening?
John, we must score.
John, things are going on.
Nice! Good job! Nice, Wolfie!
But another example, I mean, look at this timeline here. I was about to kind of paint the picture of how much success Apeks are finding in the retake, but I thought for a moment.
All right, I thought they were going to commit behind the scrap then, considering what we've been seeing, but they've chilled out a bit. But again, same look towards Apeks. Look how many players are here.
See, looking to explore elsewhere once more. Another variation. Look at the util they have to overcome.
Unpleasant.
Beautiful read to adjust this utility here.
Oh, and again, you can see Ollie doing so well on this. They are just mincemeat by the time they get in. Now we're seeing the value of both of those Sentinels. I guess both on the same site is horrific. Ult comes in this time.
Nothing there.
Nah. Next time. But it's just to get to. It's a job done in reality. Quick shot. Ain't a bother, Apeks.
Hey, what do we say? Need to find success here in the first half. They actually swing this back into a 7-5. Some fantastic work in the retake, but also in situations you wouldn't necessarily expect a double Sentinel comp to succeed. It's back in on the retake, since on that first wave of pressure ahead of site being taken.
Why am I starting to believe in this? I don't know. Maybe I've lost my mind, but you don't miss how this ends. We'll be back in just a moment. Remember, it's 7-5.
Red Bull gives you wings.
7-5. Apeks actually doing what we didn't expect. Proactive, well-drilled retakes. It's given them a chance here.
And one thing I will note is seeing Apeks succeed with this comp, I guess, in an unorthodox manner.
Yes.
Actually fills me with a little bit of hopium for the second half.
Same.
Because like I said, you expect the set to stop that first wave, the entry power that KC have with a double duelist composition. Yep. Now seeing them play it a little differently. Love to see if Apeks have got anything cooked up around that, the attacking side here.
Does just amplify that pressure on KC.
Apeks huddled at spawn though for the first round here. So get to flash this deep angle.
I mean, it's simplistic stuff really, but so far that's a lot invested towards here, not much behind it. You can see what the kind of plan may be in the future as well with these deep deadlock.
Yeah, not sure about throwing that out on a whim.
Yeah, because that could have been nice to have in the back pocket almost, but Martin, easy. Didn't get caught off, but they're playing a really dangerous game. Ollie, calm down. Don't push.
Keep it
Spike
on a leash.
planted.
Yeah. So we have a couple of sheriffs here, Martin and Alves with them. And it doesn't seem to matter because it's only really Martin to be doing the damage. But look at the HP. Sugetsu 5, Alves 10.
Batu down 6 as well.
He slipped around a little bit, right? He's found a little bit of a cubby to play in, so maybe able to get some value still. Needs the rest of his team to kind of pick up that mantle though, playing into the smoke! Wild stuff from Batu, and a great paranoia. KC, that spike's still ticking. They ain't got much time on this one. Got to get to work here. Our team putting pressure on Ollie.
Got to hold down the fort.
Now got to swing it. Batu still on the hunt. That is brilliant from Batu. Barely alive, and he still gets the job done.
On the board here in the second half. It could be happening. A 3-round lead found for Apeks. Have to see them convert round 2 here. I said it's been shaky throughout the series.
One enemy remaining.
3 down.
Both sides of the coin.
I'm keeping my grave empty. Tusen tack.
Now, we had a weird round 2 in the first half, so we're chilling.
Apeks almost crept up onto that, by the way.
Yeah, they did. Now they can afford to lose 2, really, right? Of Over and Molsey, as it stands. The ones to bring in the pistols. Beyond that, but the knife's done well here.
Yeah, finds 3, but doesn't necessarily.
Not out of the woods, not out of the woods.
Freebie for Apeks on the way in. So you get Suka for a second now.
Down A.
I was starting to believe on
But he
that
got
one.
his hands on that rifle.
Yeah.
It's still a 3v3.
And the Vopa's only got a ghost. Denied on the plant as well. That paint shell coming in. Penny now forced to pin down 2, and he does. Alex position, I think, noted as well. Might have just caught that paranoia he has. And the hunt is on. Apeks, 3 alive. They lost 2, but they keep those rifles up.
Seeing how decide to approach the 3rd round here. Getting a chance. Sugetsu finding 2 here.
Got that rifle, you were right.
Was Batu rifle or Yuta or something there? It's all the animation. Luckily, Penny said able to police that weapon. By the way, the number of like blind kills and like lineup kills Apeks have found today has been outrageous. Another one here from Penny.
Oh wait, it's brilliant.
Like the first half.
Now, a bit of a bonus, but in reality, it's a buy in place, isn't it? Only that bulldog makes the difference. Close flash, finds nothing. Martin keeping a good check on this.
Fake teleport, cutting through.
He's keep himself secure with a way out, though.
There.
I think they know he's there, yeah.
Cautious from Apeks.
Sadak around. Down control is firmly in the hands of Sugetsu too, so they can keep some faith in this. And Penny just understanding the angles, man. Like, This is impressive work.
I'll find something in close quarters here toward B side, but Batu's sound cue will certainly
there.
some zoning pressure here. An advantage here for Apeks.
Nice paranoia though. Yeah, that should be Penny dead. It is. Martin gonna take that moment to move forward. Good little follow from Avova. Trade there. Couldn't quite control it on the Bulldog. And now KC cleaning house. 3 standing. Diffuses in.
Apeks,
nice retake.
Yeah, Apeks gets swept off their feet. KC will find their sick. Prevent a bonus conversion here. I guess any early snowball from developing. Oh, Sadak maybe just... Does he hear that satchel from that deep? I'm not even sure, actually, of why he's committed onto that. Maybe just, I mean, if he does hear it, if it's a misread on Penny just crossing. We KC timeout. Really sad actor. In a rough spot financially. See with Apeks now coming back onto rifles across the board. But still light shields here. Showstopper potentially to find an opener.
For the first half I only saw light shields.
Yeah.
Slowing it down for us a second too, kind of taking stock of where we are.
It's been a frantic series.
It certainly has been. 9-6 though. Even in that previous round, yes, KC did answer back, but that string of rounds is still going to be very much weighing heavy. Thus far, I'm impressed. What to say? It's mad to see because like Batu, I feel like I've been saying his name a lot, but he's towards the lower end of the scoreboard. His impact's there certainly, but it's Penny, Molesy, and Ollie. I'm so arrogant saying basically my own name. God. Didn't quite catch on the knife, but it looks a very simplistic approach. Not really mincing their words here. Yeah, it's straight in. That was, I'm pretty sure he saw one. CT. Just before the smoke plumes, but he wants a bit more. And he doesn't get what he wants. That's 3 players trying to play it back in from the A side, but Ollie's found value already.
Spike planted.
Coming back through, and Avova's going to find the lead. Needs to find a way back in here, but the trap will stun. Make it even harder now. Arvez, though. 2 on the way in, a showstopper of his own.
It's so good from Arvez. Molesy just left in pieces. Now the last 2 playing towards main this time. Caught on the cross. Ollie going to catch Arvez on the push-up after being the hero of the moment, but Martin outswung and outdone. Apeks making it to double digits.
Extending this lead further.
I can't believe this is now a reality.
Yeah. They said it was a possibility after that first half, but able to find success here in the opening of the second. 3-1 up on this half. Will be investment on the other side.
Those did wonders, didn't they?
Yeah, and we can't fault him in that regard. Unfortunately, Martin able to contribute much alongside it.
Spike retrieved.
Knife dealt with Batu. Martin to open up this round. Sadak looking for something, but can't find it with the Sheriff. Neural Theft going to give all the information across.
Barrier deployed.
Know that they've got massive advantage here towards A.
So aggressive the way they're playing. It was a good try from Elite there, but just eventually overwhelmed too many bodies. Actually, Fragment safe from it, but it slowed him down. He can't really catch someone on this. Now they're back to attention. Chip damage achieved. Plant in play. Nice from Arvez. So he's starting to heat up here. More killing. He gets that paint shell back, but not going to give him much early on.
Sent through. Will give him the paint shell back.
There we go. Posted in towards Tree. Not a bad shout either. They get to the spike in time though. They've got around the side here. You're looking at Molesy getting some value on this. The defuse ain't stopping. The smoke comes up. And it's a bit of a fumble here from Apeks in the end. Eyes off the prize, and KC always competitive.
Attack when they're suppressed.
Wolsey will clean up, but it is a round for KC nonetheless. Back of a wonky purchase.
Say Alves is kicking it up a gear for me. He's been impressive to watch.
Hassan, you are playing insane, my G.
Still trying to gas up his teammates here. Everybody online now to close this gap once more. Apeks seem to hit that 6th gear now. Ollie traded out elsewhere, but did find Elite.
Tempo change from Apeks too. It was very kind of headstrong. Previous scenarios kind of like all in B plays. We've seen that kind of approach towards A. They've somewhat slowed down the roll. Still got Mosey's ult if they want to invest, if they feel like they can. 2 on the A site, however, and 1 towards that baby door. Gonna make it kind of tricky. And of course, that deeper line held on the other side by Sugetsu. But for Apeks, it does feel like the only way is forward here. Smoke up towards that CT side. Zadak holding close, deleted. Apeks again, they're hitting today. Just dry approach through tree, no util, no nothing. Again, we were talking about it. They don't have the prowlers, they don't have, you know, much to facilitate, but I guess they got the guns in hand. The likes of Batu here, more than enough as Sugetsu has to do that long walk back.
And 1v4 on the other side of it, spotted out early on, tagged up. No shield left, 85 HP, going to commit towards some exits here potentially. You already see the pings on the minimap.
Finances too for KC.
Yeah.
God. Bloody hell, Mike. This could be a real upset.
It's happening.
I know there was a lot of question marks about KC's performance, but you didn't expect that to become a problem against Apeks, and that sounds cruel. I know it does, but we have to talk logically here, honestly here. This should not have been the issue, where we start having those question marks around this team, but it's not been a pretty day of Valorant for KC.
Knife! I'm reading your brain!
And you're starting to see the man on the screen get a real personality to him, a real bit of flair. KC will live up to that reputation. Got to show that validity. Stands there crumbling a little under the pressure. Apeks still on the right steps. However, this round, little Sheriffs, see if they can keep it clean.
Some ultimates to invest potentially. Arvez one away from the showstopper as well, probably. Well, potentially the missing piece of the puzzle if KC want to find an answer here in round 19. Flash over the top, Apeks luckily clear through towards Mount here.
Gonna have a lot on their hands though. There's a lot of players. And Martin is with Sugetsu. It's a really good attempt. Zadak! Oh!
My ult is ready.
Stunner! Over towards door. I'm over now, overwhelmed. Aim training time, baby. Do you lock in? Sugetsu with 5 HP, the one to deliver the bullet. KC clawing back in. Not down and not out yet.
Potentially echoes here. The ending on Sunset. See the margin for error slightly bigger this time around. The pay save card thrifty here from KC. Beautiful crunch outside C.
And they've got all the ults now, Mike.
Yeah.
Full hand.
Yeah, we're
for
talking
KC.
about maybe throwing a showstopper in the previous. Now, KC, I mean, look at the funds as well on the other side. It's been a back and forth exchange, but we're going to see a crunch here.
Right off to the battle. Penny blind, unable to do much, but a great trade of Vova. We're sticking around on this? I don't know what this call is right now. It's a mess! I felt like they'd done enough to stem the bleed. They didn't have to stick around and regress on this. Look, remember Sunset. It took a long time to close that game out for Apeks. Open up the door for chance. KC once again getting that glimpse through.
Apeks now humbled in terms of the finances. And late on in Sunset, we did see a chance to maybe compose themselves.
Down A.
See a timeout here to take a pause for thought.
Yeah, think it through. And look, I hold these teams a different chance to an extent, right? Oh, remix. Run it back. But Apeks aren't used to be in the driving seat.
No.
We talked about how many times they've been able to get a couple map wins here and there.
Also, as well, to just come back.
Yep.
I mean, he was saying, you know, they're playing with no pressure and, you know, there's nothing to lose almost here. Do they crumble under some of this late series pressure now where they are on the brink of actually closing out?
Against a big team.
Yeah.
Look, I hate being that person to bring it up, but like French org, you got champs on the horizon. People want to see them fighting with everything they have.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
I
even if they
agree
don't
with the
win,
sentiment. KC are the ones under a ton of pressure.
Yes.
Not just today, but in terms of stage 2 and the rest of this year.
Yep. Look, you've got big names. You've got a lot of talent there. You carved out a bit of room. It's not over yet. It's not even 12 for Apeks yet. You can still snatch away this map. And we'll forget about it. Maybe a couple, you know, memories and, you know, a couple throwback comments. But by all rights, you carry on your pathing. Still got to close that gap, though, don't you? Sheriff's out.
Suppressive.
Let's see, Martin could be caught off guard here. An opportunity for Batu. Pull it to the back of the brain. He's done it. And a little bit lackluster again. Martin left out on an island, and he just seemed to lose track of that potential timing. Rifle to be picked up if they wanted, but Batu was off to the races. He was trying to be pacey about that.
That almost hitting the panic button in that regard. Just to slow things down. Penny trying to be the benefactor on the back of that, but shut down by Arvez. Neural Theft going to go in. We'll reveal the state of play here.
Alex got a lot on his plate. 4 players now towards the site. 2 players on the back of the site, though. Nice Arvez to get to here. That's what you need. That's what the doctor ordered. KC controlling it. A little bit of chance there, a little bit of threat with Batu finding that, and maybe the rifle, but caught on the speed up. 5 back in play now. Some big ults. Martin's still got his. Finance is looking healthy enough. Operator being considered as well for Martin.
Yeah, light shields across the board once more for Apeks, just trying to protect the purchase.
And again, if I'm thinking about it now, how are you going to force an operator off angles? You don't have that kit so readily available.
Yeah.
That could be a really big investment now.
I mean, this ultimately relies on Molesy. Well, the rest of Apeks to figure out where the operator...
Oh, Lord, Sugetsu is still standing, but only for a second longer. Penny catching him in the end. And it's pacey from the absolute word go. No satchels here for Penny. So the slow march, but wait, it was a Vova to get a lead. So Arvez still alive on 14. Batu checks the corner, crouches in. Now Salak trying to thread the needle, but he's alone in this one. Next support layer through CT, but he's been caught out. Martin, retake with an operator. Here we go. I don't think they'd heard it yet either. Still playing on the site. This is hard for Martin. Trying to make a go of this one, but they're not giving him the play. Oh! That's a
swap
shot.
out here. He can swap out.
He has. Phantom found. Flash still had. The time's starting to run low. Nice pathing. Nice one!
No way!
My God, Martin! The one and only. What a brilliant play!
What the hell was that? He just absolutely broke Apex's ankles.
Red bomb clutch.
That round.
God damn. That's caliber right there. And this is what we talk about with KC.
What is that?
It's a pixel. It's a pixel at best. And again, the pathing here. Lovely. Isolates one. Oh, it's just magic. Absolute magic. And that's why we hold this team to high standards, because that's what they're capable of. 11-11. And I'm sure Apeks are wishing they'd close it out sooner now.
He
Confidence building, Mike.
Hasn't had many moments, Martin, but what a time to find one.
Oh, yeah. Good God, I'm still reeling.
Once more, Ollie. Apeks keep finding these openers here.
And he's kind of stuck, but it's gonna be on the other side. Martin backing away. Elite gonna catch Penny. But the catch though on the ult here, Elite's still farming. He's still doing some serious damage. Incredible to work, but the ult was in play, so it took one of the players out of the equation. That's Sugetsu. He seems to be the one to be caught by this every time. Molesy, do you want to try and deny this 12? Martin noted earlier towards 8. Ah, you can't walk into that. It's 12 for KC.
Oh, saying it might echo the end of Sunset.
Match point.
Could go the other way here. KC the ones to find series point first. Again, isolation onto Sadak. Felt a little one-dimensional on the way in here to see sight. Unable to really capitalize, I guess, on the back of Batu's ult catching as well. As he steps into the flash.
It's unfortunate. You understand it. Elite's just been popping off. You want to get some control towards backside. Chuck a flash at it. The last hurrah here. Can they close it in regulation for KC? Chosen the right side to start with.
I think going to get Molesey's ultimate here. Yeah, outside seat. Broken purchase. Well, 2 Guardians here. Still light shields, but that's been the go-to for Apeks.
Close Prowler.
They go for this? Doesn't fully catch.
I know exactly.
Wait, but Sadak went down, and now the ult comes through. Hold on.
TP committed here from Avova.
Yes,
finds a ton of space to work with.
Beautiful off the back of the ult from Ollie. And now you're stuck here, caught drifting. Martin's still alive. But the question is really for how long?
Well.
31 HP.
No TP available here for him.
Oh, he's stuck here on tree, tries to turn it preemptive. Wait, this is, hold on, he's still done some serious work. They had every advantage. And Alves with a quick dodge. The man to the good now for KC. Aren't denied. Penny called upon here, Ollie as well. Both need big impact. It can't be average.
Looking for a kill here.
Ollie, you can't re-swing that now. Needs help from Penny. Oh, he's dinked down. They might want to close this here. Penny trying to make a play. I like this. Got to play outside of the norm. He looks a little lost on the cross, and he gets caught. Sugetsu there. And Ollie's position considered, noted, every round needed, but it's KC to save themselves in the end.